You're listening to the Big Shaw Sports Report on Northeast Streaming Sports.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Big Shaw Sports Podcast, Big Shaw Sports Report with Kelston Jones, everybody. Thank y'all for joining me tonight on this late podcast. I'm not going to be on here long because I got to go to work in the morning, but I was like, you know what? I need to bless my fans with a quick podcast. Today, we will be doing the all-time best baseball lineups of all time. Like I said, this is not going to take long, but it's something good. I figured that, hey, I would share it with y'all guys tonight. So, this is brought to you by Northeast Streaming Sports. And don't forget, March the 6th, the Big Shaw Sports Podcast with Kelston Jones and Unscripted with Logan Landers and Jamie Mann. And male, we will have a special guest, Mr. Rob Parker from Fox Sports. So join us. The show will start at 11 o'clock Central Time. That's our time, 12 o'clock Eastern Time. So let's just dive into this right quick, everybody. So let's just start right quick with the left field. My two guys that I have, one will be the honorable mention and one will be the starter. So I'm going to go with Ricky Henderson. He's the guy that I picked for left field. I didn't get the opportunity to see him play. Had to Google him, YouTube him. Pretty good. He was awesome. And my honorable mention will be Barry Bonds. How could I go wrong without Barry Bonds? Do I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame? Absolutely. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Put that man in there. Same for Pete Rose. I'm a big fan of Pete Rose. I think he should be in the Hall of Fame as well. Center field. This is a tough one. Center field. I had to do it. I love this guy. One of the greatest baseball players of all time. But Willie Mays is my guy. He will be my starter. And the kid, Henry Jr., honorable mention. I have to put a lot of respect right there. Willie Mays was a beast. He was awesome. He was great. He was fantastic. But I had to do it. I'm sorry I can't give it Jr. Honorable mention for you. Right field, another tough one. Two legends, two great baseball players. I didn't get an opportunity to see these guys neither, but I had parents, uncles, all would tell me stories of Hank Aaron. So Hank Aaron, my starter. Babe Ruth, my honorable mention. First base, no-brainer. The great Lou Gehrig. And my honorable mention is Albert Pujols. Oh, and my DH is Ted Williams. So, second base, a no-brainer. I put Jackie Robinson, second base. Great, awesome. I read about him in history. Every time I had the opportunity, my parents was like, hey, y'all need to read about Jackie Robinson, Satchel Paige, guys like that broke down the barrier for the guys that's playing baseball now, like Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, guys like that. They put up with a lot of stuff just to hit a ball. So, and my honorable mention will be Robinson Cano. I'm a Yankees fan. I'm so sorry, Robinson Cano. You're great. You're awesome. But I had to put Jackie Robinson as my starter. But guess what? Honorable mention. I love my Yankees. Third base, another blow to my Yankees. I love this guy. Seeing him play in person. Awesome player. Tripper Jones. One of the greatest players in that position. You know how many third basemen that I could have put, but same for the second base, first base, and on. You can't go wrong with Tripper Jones at third base. So Tripper Jones and my honorable mention, oh my God, another Yankee, is Alex Rodriguez. He was great too. Shortstop. Now, this was tough. Shortstop was tough, but I did it. Ozzie Smith, he's my man. Then I got two. Now I got three, actually. I'm sorry. Ozzie Smith's my starter. Cal Ripken Jr. Tough. It's tough. Cal Ripken Jr., honorable mention. Derek Jeter, the captain. Honorable mention. I'm so sorry, Yankees. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. And pitching. Here's my beautiful daughter. She wants to join. Come on. Pitching, of course, Mr. Satchel Paige, one of the greatest pitchers to ever do it. one of the greatest pitchers to ever play the game of baseball. He broke the color barrier also for baseball. Mr. Satchel Paige and Mr. Cy Young and my boy, honorable mention again, Randy Johnson. And my catchers, this one was tough. I'm a big fan of Avi Rodriguez. I'm one of the biggest fans. Awesome back catcher. Johnny Bench, if you don't know who he is, go Google him, look him up. A great back catcher. And Mike Piazza, I can't forget about him, one of the greatest to ever do it. And my managers, guess who? I have to put Joe Torre and one of my other favorite baseball managers of all time, Mr. Bobby Cox. I had to put him on there because I'm not a big Atlanta Braves fan, but he was a great manager, hands down. And who has the best stadium in baseball? I'm going to say it. It may shock many of you, or it might not shock many of you. I love the Atlanta Braves' new stadium. I really do. I love it. I love the Atlanta Braves' new stadium. I love their new stadium out in Atlanta. Never been. My daughter wanted to come on and grace her presence, but I've never been. But it's a beautiful stadium for I see. And my Yankee Stadium. And I'm about to say this: Red Sox Stadium, Fenway Stadium is also a beautiful stadium. Wrigley Field, nice stadium as well. So before I leave, I told y'all guys it won't be a long podcast, but I will say this: what do y'all think about Russell Wilson? We're going to speak on that in a few days, but it's kind of interesting to see what he wants to do. Does he want to remain a Seattle Seahawks? We really don't know. He doesn't know. But I tell you what, why in the world would he want to go play in Chicago? There is nothing in Chicago but New Orleans and Dallas. That is very interesting. I could see him going to New Orleans. But what would the Saints do? What would Dallas do? Well, listen, everybody, I'm so sorry. I told y'all this is going to be short and sweet. Sometimes it's not. You don't have to do a long podcast all day, but it's in your ears. I'm in your face. So thank y'all guys for listening to the Big Shaw Sports Report, the Big Shaw Sports Podcast with Big Shaw, Kelston Jones. But don't forget, March the 6th, 11 o'clock Central Time, 12 o'clock Eastern Time, we will have Fox Sports' own Mr. Rob Parker on the Unscripted Podcast. So watch this. This will be a joint venue. So we will be together. We will do the thing. So y'all watch it. Don't forget YouTube, Big Shaw Sports, or, look me up, subscribe, like, do whatever you want to do. Watch the video, subscribe, like. Thank y'all guys very much for letting me come into your ears and see my face. Y'all like it. I know y'all do. Don't lie. So thank y'all guys very much and have a great night and be safe. Thank you.